dedicate this session to the memory of the Pahalgam martyrs whose sacrifice reminds us of the deep human cost behind every headline and every narrative.
India could have done a good role during 1990 militancy, but local media, under the threat of the terrorists, they carried these news items, they carried these photographs on the front page. It created fear among the Kashmiri Pandit community or the nationalist Muslim community. And if you remember what Al Safa newspaper carried the lead, and what happened to later on the editor of the Al Safa, you know better. His editor was also killed by the terrorist. Pahalgam incident is the only incident when the people of Kashmir came on the roadside. The Kashmir media, they wrote against terrorists and they protested against Pakistan. First time the Pakistan flags were burned. Yeah.
Kashmiris who were driven out from there, they can go back.
I will quote Chief Minister Honorable said, I will not forcibly take Kashmiri Pandits back to Kashmir Valley. If I am not safe in Kashmir Valley, how I can take the Kashmiri Pandit to Valley?
It is one's will whether he will go or not. I can say the people of Kashmir now have become more wiser.
Who is in charge? I mean, Kashmir government is not, central government is not. A group of young people going from California are going to Kashmir, Srinagar. How safe are they going to be?
Few months back, there was a terrorist activity in Delhi also. So normally we say that Delhi is safe, but you see, the network was exposed by the Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir, it is the best police in Jammu and Kashmir, the best police in India.
I showed up in 2024 with my organization called Koshu Rag. I saw more flags, Indian flags in Kashmir than I've ever seen in the rest of India.
How government is ensuring that, if you come, we make sure that you are protected.
Anybody who is going to go there should know that there may be a terrorist activity against them.
Keeping the world informed.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, panelists, and viewers joining us from across the globe. On behalf of the Kashmir Discussion Forum, USA, in association with Kashmir NRI Today, Voice of Global Indians, I'm honored to welcome you today's important and timely discussion, Media Narratives, National and Future of Jammu and Kashmir. We dedicate this session to the memory of the Pahalgam martyrs whose sacrifice reminds us of the deep human cost behind every headline and every narrative. In today's rapidly evolving information landscape, media is not just reporting events, it is shaping perceptions, influencing policy, and defining the very idea of nationhood. Nowhere is this more evident than in Jammu and Kashmir, where narratives often compete, converge, and sometimes conflict on the global stage. We are privileged to have with us our distinguished guest, speaker, Mr. Ashwani Kumar, a veteran journalist with over 4 decades of experience, whose insights into media, society, and national dialogue will guide today's conversation. Joining him is an esteemed panel of thought leaders who bring deeply diversity and experience to this dialogue. Let us begin this important conversation with clarity, responsibility, and a shared commitment to truth. Mr. Kumar, the floor is yours, and you're welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Zutshi, about the topic today, media narratives, nationhood, and the future of Jammu and Kashmir. Definitely, after 2019, system has changed in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly in development, in terrorism, in media narratives also. And I can recollect in 90s when the migration took place, when the terrorism started in 89, 90. There was only media, that's the print media, and the your Doordarshan. So there was a very less coverage about the migration of the Kashmiri Pandits from Kashmir Valley to other parts of the states in India. But there was no social media. So there was only one narrative that which was carried by the local newspaper under threat or with some helps from the local people. They carried news items about the migration and the threats of the terrorist. Government is very clear that there will be no news item about the terrorist activities or the terrorist interviews, and if somebody wants to do it, if somebody carries it, it goes under anti-national activities. Only the event of if there is an encounter or anything, you can cover it. Only the social media and the national media, they covered the positive news about the Kashmir. You see, after 2019, the terrorist activities has decreased. There is a very less terrorist activities. Though you see there is no hartal, there is no stone pelting incident for the last after 2019. There is some activities in Punch Rajouri area or in Kashmir Valley, but it has been curtailed by I think 90%. After this Pahalgam incident, if you watch, there is a lot of change in the Kashmir Valley. There was a setback when there was a tourist season and tourists were killed in Pahalgam area. This is the first time in 35 years, if you watch, the people of Kashmir, particularly youth people, plus hoteliers, plus businessmen, they came on the roadside, they protested against the terrorists. And people raised voices, pro-India voices were raised. भारत माता की जय, टेररिस्टों के खिलाफ बाहर आ जाओ. These words, slogans were raised, and the university. I have seen the university students, particularly from law department or the medical college students, they came on the roadside for 3 days. There was total shutdown in the Kashmir Valley. Shutdown was called by the youth of the Kashmir. So they were against this inhuman act by the terrorists after they attacked the innocent people, particularly male and kids were killed in the Pahalgam area. So again, the tourist season has come. We are just watching that. Hopefully, that it will pick up again this time. So media is reporting positive things about the development in Jammu and Kashmir. Previously, in the 1 to 3 years, the top terrorists were killed. It was an operation by the security forces, but the information was given by the local people to the administration. That was the reason that top terrorists were gunned down. For the last 2-3 years, the Lashkar-e-Toiba is neutralized, Jaish-e-Mohammed is neutralized, and those who are creating the successionist elements, they are behind the bar, and they have been told that they will not be left out, and they are contesting in the NIA courts or the High Court or the Supreme Court. And those who are creating that anti-India elements, they have been booked under anti-national activities in the Kashmir Valley. Some people are doing a mischievous in the social media, and the government is filing FIRs against the social media. We can call it so-called journalists. The second point about the future of Jammu and Kashmir and the nationhood. The media people, they are playing stories on the television, on the social media, on the print media, that how the development is going. I think within 2-3 days, the Vande Bharat train from Jammu to Srinagar will start. Already the Vande Bharat train from Katra to Kashmir Valley is on. And the national highways, number of tunnels were constructed. This this national highway, Jammu Srinagar national highway, is like Switzerland highways. So there was a time when during childhood we were going from Jammu to Srinagar. It took us 12 hours. Now, if you go from Jammu to Srinagar on by road, it takes 3.5 hours or maximum 4 hours. So there is a lot of change, and we have a very good communication up to Baramulla, Srinagar. Now we are constructed tunnels in Jojila also. That will be biggest tunnel in India. Government is doing a best development. The road between the highway between Delhi, Amritsar, and Katra is underway. And next year, I think it will be constructed. And so that is the change in the Kashmir Valley. Yeah.
As we dedicate this session to the memory of the Pahalgam martyrs, how should media responsibly cover such tragic incidents?
If you remember, in Doda, Bhadrava, Kishtwar, and Ramban, 20 people killed, 30 people killed. In Kashmir Valley also, Chhattisgarh incident and other Kashmiri Pandits massacres killed. But Pahalgam incident is the only incident when the people of Kashmir came on the roadside. And the whole of the Kashmir media, the Kashmir media, they wrote against terrorists, how they killed. And if you, whatever we are discussing about the Pahalgam incident, the whole information you have read it or you have seen information. It was basically information provided by the Kashmir-based journalists and the national media people. They moved to the place and they interviewed all over India. That photograph, if you have seen that the lady is carrying a body of the husband, that photograph was internationally known to everybody. That how the terrorist has done an inhuman act. That act was against humanitarian, and the people of Kashmir, particularly, I am again mentioning the youth of Kashmir, Kashmir University students, medical college students, law students. They came on the roadside and they protested against Pakistan. First time the Pakistan flags were burned. First time in the Lal Chowk area where the terrorist activities were happening, they for 3 days continuously they protested against Pakistan. That is the change. Pahalgam incident has changed the mindset of the people.
If you had to define one responsibility of the media towards Kashmir's future, what it would be?
If you remember, what Al Safa newspaper carried the lead. And what happened to later on the editor of the Al Safa, you know better, his editor was also killed by the terrorist. Media could have done a good role during 1990 militancy, but there was a threat from the terrorists from across the border, like Kashmiri Pandits, they were killed on the roadside, some were killed in the houses, some were killed in the offices, some on the roadside. And local media, under the threat of the terrorists, they carried these news items, they carried these photographs on the front page. It created fear among the Kashmiri Pandit community or the nationalist Muslim community, and migration from the some families from Muslims also. Those who are the nationalist Muslim, they moved to Jammu, Delhi, and like some Sikh family also moved from there. But majority of them was, if I can remember, around more than 60,000 families moved. But is government official data is saying, but it is more than that. 60,000 families, more than that.
We have been hearing all those negative things. Still, my heart goes to the people who were driven out of the valley for no reason or no fault of their own. Do you think this positive outlook which you have presented will culminate into a more or further improved situation where the Kashmiris who were driven out from there, they can go back?
I will quote Chief Minister Honorable said. He has told in the assembly, he has told in the public that I will not forcibly take Kashmiri Pandits back to Kashmir Valley. If I am not safe in Kashmir Valley, how I can take the Kashmiri Pandit to Valley? And they will be taken when there is no fear of gun. And his father, former Chief Minister Farooqullah said, जब भी दिल करे वो जा सकते हैं, किसने रोका उनको रोकने के लिए? हमने तो नहीं निकाला. And the government of India, they after the formation of the PDP and the BJP government 2014, and there was a package from during UPA time that if some Kashmiri Pandit family will move to Kashmir Valley, they will give them 30 lakh rupees per family for the reconstruction of the house and other thing. But I don't think nobody went there. First thing government has to take, like Habakadal and the Ganpati area, that is a backbone of Kashmiri Pandits, where 99% Kashmiri Pandits, mostly houses were sold or houses were burnt. 2014, it is around for 11 years. No plan has been given by the central government about the rehabilitation of Kashmiri Pandits in the Kashmir Valley. And second, the people of Kashmir, they have rejected the terrorist activities or terrorism, and they want that there should be a development in Kashmir Valley like the other part of the country. As I was listening some youth, that they want internet, they want new options.
Our change are there for the people themselves. Farooq Abdullah will never change. Mufti will never change. So long as those people are there, it means either it is not possible, or maybe, as you said, the journalists are more positive minded now. Could journalists initiate that kind of dialogue?
Once the vote bank will divide, then there will be change, and people, the national conference will also change, PDP will also change. But they have a the PDP goes openly, they are supporting people. But once they are in the government, they criticize terrorists. But once they are out of the government, they love terrorists.
No matter how good the media is doing, actually, I worry when terrorist news is given on the second page, even though it's good that it doesn't scare people. But we need to know, anybody who is going to go there should know that there may be a terrorist activity against them.
Normalcy is there. There is no terrorist activities after Pahalgam. But if you have a comparison with other part of the cities also, in Punjab or Delhi also, there was a few months back, there was a terrorist activity in Delhi also. So normally we say that Delhi is safe, but you see the network was exposed by the Jammu and Kashmir. I will give credit to Jammu and Kashmir. It is the best police in Jammu and Kashmir, the best police in India. This time, because the Amarnath Yatra is going to be started very soon, the whole area is sanitized, and Jammu Srinagar highway is sanitized. The places were sanitized, all places were sanitized, and there is no question of there will be a activity from the terrorist side.
Long time back, I read that demography of the Kashmir Valley has to change, and to make it secure, there was a proposal that retired army personnel, air force, and other things, they should be given a land in Kashmir Valley.
Once the Kashmiri Pandit will stay there, if they feel themselves secure, then other people will come to Kashmir Valley. After 2019, no, I can give you latest figures. Nobody has purchased land in Kashmir Valley after 2019. And there was a proposal, still must be in the Home Ministry, that they will construct flats in Kashmir Valley, and they will give these flat on the lease basis to ex-servicemen from the other parts of the country, so they can stay there. But once this plan was out, so PDP people they came on the roadside. They started that they will not allow that the people they will be settled there, and if government is going to do anything, that will be dangerous in the Kashmir Valley, and we will not allow.
So what government is doing to make them that you come, settle here, we will protect you. So how government is ensuring that, yeah, if you come, we make sure that you are protected, that you are not being threatened.
There is no move from the government of India to settle them. The only thing was they constructed some flats in Badgam area or Gandharbal area or Baramulla Kupwara area, and these flats were given to employees. Those employees were given the Prime Minister Employment Program package, but they have shifted there because there is no employment across India. So they moved because they have a love to Kashmir Valley. Their parents, they have a love to Kashmir Valley. But it is very difficult to the Home Ministry to give a individually protection to the individual employee. So they have been mostly kept in the one office and near to their campus. So government of India has to construct more such flats.
Who is in charge? I mean, Kashmir government is not, central government is not. Who is in charge? I mean, if we go like there's a group of young people going from California, young adults, they are going to Kashmir, Srinagar, and how safe are they going to be?
Security, the security of the Jammu and Kashmir is with the Union Home Ministry headed by Amit Shah. Anything can happen, or that the security forces are already there, and they have to neutralize.
There's no guarantee of things happening anywhere in the world, but showing up as Indians, as Kashmir Pandits, whether it's a visit, whether it's a commute, or whether it's a move. If we forget about Kashmir, then it is actually giving them the opportunity to control. It showed up in 2024 with my organization called Koshu Rag. I saw more flags, Indian flags in Kashmir than I've ever seen in the rest of India.
Before 90, there was no such activities like the Kashmiri people are doing. The reason is that there was a total radicalization of the local people by the fundamentalists from across the border. Some people, Maulvis, were doing these things, and they have been targeted, and the government has clearly said there will be no such radicalized activities not in Kashmir Valley. There is no question of doing any mischievous against India. Number of employees has been sacked. Those who were involved in killing of Kashmiri Pandits.
I fully agree with Ashwani ji. That the media narrative has changed, and I think some stand as Matuji also suggested that some people have to show up in Kashmir. Kashmiri Pandits have to visit more frequently, and I would say that I went to Kashmir a year and a half back, and I was very nicely treated by Kashmiri Muslims, though it is a known fact that as a tourist they welcome you, but as a resident I do not know how far they will welcome you.
I have listened to everything what our Ashwani ji has said. He said very much right, but he is telling people to go. It is one's will whether he will go or not. I can say the people of Kashmir now have become more wiser as they used to be. So there is no risk for us to go there. But still it depends on one's emotions, whether they want to go, not whether they go.
I went to my Habakadal area and they welcomed me. They told me that we know it is your house. That house is still with us. And people, they respected, they said, Ki, come inside. And like people should go there. And even one of former High Court judge told me that if government of India is interested, the all houses sold by the Kashmiri Pandit during 90 or before that or after that, that can be null and void.
Thank you very much, Ashwini-ji, for your insightful and thoughtful, provoking reflections. Your words have certainly enriched today's dialogue and given all of us much to think about. Friends, as we move towards the conclusion of this meaningful session dedicated to the memory of Pahalgam martyrs, I now invite Sarla, our Chief Community News Editor for Kashmir NRI Today, kindly present the formal vote of thanks.
On behalf of Kashmir NRI Today and the discussion forum, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guest speaker, Ashwani ji, for sharing his vast experience and powerful conversation with each one of us and giving us new outsides and outlook and new ideas which we had not thought about. We should try to go back and visit our valley. I think that's very important and powerful message. And we will work on that because this group of young adults that's going from California, so I was kind of concerned about their safety, but I think your assurance proved that they are safe and they will be welcomed and they will have a wonderful experience. And maybe that will give all of us a chance to think about to take our children, our grandchildren back to our homeland. And I think we should have a minute of silence for our Pahalgam martyrs because it's the anniversary. So let's do some silent prayer.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today in the important remembrance and dialogue. We shall continue to raise voices that matters. Namaskar and Jai Hind.